I am beating every N64 game, and I mean all of them. The twist is, the next game I play is randomly selected, so I have no clue what's coming next. This is the journey to beating every N64 game. Game number 98, Elmo's Letter Adventure. Released in 1999, this game was developed by Real Time Associates and published by New Kid Co. Of all the games there are to be selected out there, this was my holy grail. Mario 64? Garbage. Ocarina of Time? Please. Who has time for all those cutscenes? GoldenEye? My goodness, don't even get me started. Honestly, this game even had me more hyped than drawing the 47th Mahjong game of the challenge. Sesame Street and the devs combined together to just build an absolute masterpiece. Strap yourselves in, because you're in for a real treat. Let's get into it. The game just has a single player mode, so we'll be doing that to beat this game. The first thing it asked was to select my difficulty.
Easy, medium, hard.
Now the rules of the challenge say I have to at least complete it on the default difficulty, which was easy. However, since this is such a hyped title, I wanted to go all out and I picked hard. It opened with me being on a sidewalk of some street, which I presume is Sesame Street. Big Bird was nearby, so I figured I'd go ahead and talk to him. To my surprise, the game actually had voice acting.
If you'd like to come with me to the farm, press one of the flashing buttons.
He wanted to know if I'd go to the letter farm with him to pick some letters. Heck yeah, I will, Big Bird. That sounds awesome. At the farm itself, Big Bird said he really needed our help. He's making alphabet soup, but he's missing all the letter J's for it. Our job is to wander around the farm collecting enough J's for the soup. Where is the J? Also, this is supposed to be a game to help kids learn, right? Well, at the bottom of the screen it shows a lowercase j, while the ones we have to collect are capital. At least I think they are. They don't have the dot on the top. After grabbing 10 J's, Big Bird decided he wasn't done with us just yet. Now we need to get 10 more J's in the alphabet orchard. Also, Elmo's now on a pogo stick for some reason. Just like before, I'm wandering around collecting a bunch of J's. It's honestly pretty tough, but I knew that you all needed me to do this, so I persevered, collecting another 10 J's. After that, I guess Big Bird's soup was fine because he kinda ditched us. I thought this was supposed to be a team effort, man, come on. So it'll ask you to choose the missing letter to create the word it asks. You can select your letter by moving incredibly slowly between the different targets. After doing this 3 times, I was done. Big Bird finally let me free from his prison. Well, now I'm back on Sesame Street. Wonder what else is around here. Oh hey look, it's Ernie. He says he knows of an underwater world full of letters. Well gee, I'd hate to miss out on that opportunity. Let's go. So this time around, Ernie doesn't give us any motivation for collecting the letters. He just says, see if you can find the letter Q. Like, sure, I guess I can't turn down a challenge, but where's the lore? Where's the world building? Also, this time the letter on the bottom is capital while the one I'm collecting is lowercase. I completed Ernie's ridiculous challenge, and now he's saying we're in Mermaid's Manor, and we've got to find 10 more Qs. Hey, why does he get to hang out in this submarine craft while I have to swim around? Seems unfair. Also, what is up with these mermaids? It's like some freaky Grover looking thing. Just why? This area was the opposite of linear, and you just swim so slow. It was here that I learned there's a hidden time limit on each area. How in the world was I supposed to go any faster? Come on. So I got the last Q and it just has the same word game as Big Bird had at the end. Now I was back on Sesame Street one more time. I tried to interact with stuff in the vicinity, but nope. You can't do anything other than talk to these other guys. Where's all the fun Easter eggs? Well, I may as well go and talk to Grover. He's saying something about how there's a bunch of letters in another galaxy, so we should go get them. Wasn't aware we had that kind of capability. Yeah, sure, let's go. So yeah, we're driving on what appears to be the moon. Although Grover said we'd be in a different galaxy, so I don't know. There was this random rocket sitting off to the side. Not sure what it's for, but it flew away. The driving physics in this game are pretty decent. They definitely went for a more arcade feel rather than trying to make something realistic. I collected the 10th letter and Grover took me to some wild looking place. Kinda reminds me of Rainbow Road in Mario Kart. Elmo's flying a rocket around, and I don't know how he's breathing properly without a spacesuit. The rocket moved at like over double the speed of any other method of movement in the game, which was real nice. I got the 10th letter and I had to do that target thing again where I made words. Once I completed that, Grover congratulated me and there was this sparkly hat with letters shooting out of it. I guess this is my reward for winning. And then the credits played. Game complete. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, wow, I can't believe they sold this game to people. Well, this is not all they sold to people. There was a companion game released shortly after this, Elmo's Number Journey. I decided to beat these two back to back since the first was so short and I don't think it would make sense to make a different video for each one. So here's game number 99, Elmo's Number Journey. This one had me spawning in the exact same Sesame Street environment, except now instead of Big Bird harassing me, it's Count Von Count. He asks if we want to go to his castle to do some counting. Oh my god, I can't think of anything better, let's go! He takes us to his garden maze and thinks it would be awesome if we collected some ones for him. You know, this place looks suspiciously similar to the place Big Bird took us in that other game. Something weird happened here. I made it to the end of the maze and it played music like I was done, but I'd only collected 8 ones. Well, he took us to his castle anyway, so I guess I did good enough. Here, not only did I have to collect the number 1, but I also had to collect groups of 1 bat. There was a bunch of them around, and it'd say I messed up if I collected the ones with any more than 1. It was a tough section, honestly. Then it was on to the bonus game, which is quite different in this. It gives a simple arithmetic problem, and you have to throw the correct number of balls into Sick Grover's mouth. This section brought the greatest soundbite ever along with it. So you do this 3 times and then get sent back to Sesame Street. Unfortunately, Ernie's back in this one. Why didn't they get Bert to show up? Ernie asks if we want to go to the Carnival of Numbers with him. Shoot, you don't gotta ask me twice. I thought the game glitched because one of the 4 spawned on top of a picnic table, but Elmo has long arms and is able to reach it, thankfully. Also, this carnival looks like it's taking place in Count's Garden Maze, doesn't it? Next, Ernie took us to a bumper car arena. Man, this thing zooms around. Children would get whiplash if they rode here. After wrecking Elmo's cranium far too many times, I collected all the 4s and was done once again. Well, after Elmo shot some hoops first, of course. Now the final task. Somehow make sense of what Cookie Monster is saying.
No.
We ask if we can have a cookie, but of course he says no. Instead, he offers to go to Cookie World with us. Cookie World apparently has a river of chocolate and Elmo is riding a jet ski along it. I couldn't get Elmo to do any sick jumps off these different ramps. However, I did find that if I ran off the side of one, Elmo would do a sick handstand on the handlebars. Wow, get this guy in the X Games. Next, Cookie Monster takes us to snowboard down Sugar Mountain. Here, Elmo actually can jump off the ramps, and the tricks are insane. Oh shoot, Elmo! That was impressive. Why play 1080 snowboarding or Snowboard Kids when you can just play this? I actually find it kind of funny that the devs took the time to code these tricks into the game for some reason, but it is kind of neat. So after collecting numbers for all 3 people, I got a celebration out of the sparkling hat yet again, and the credits rolled for this game as well. Both games complete. So yeah, there you have it. My journey to beating 2 games, Elmo's Letter Adventure and Elmo's Number Journey. Oh my god, these games are such trash. I cannot believe people paid for this back in the day. And not only that, what should be 2 things in the same game was split into 2 entirely separate titles. Just why? It took me 20 minutes to 100% them, which, yeah, I get it, it's meant for children learning. But still, there's just hardly anything here. The graphics are honestly decent, but the frame rate is atrocious. The music drives me nuts as well. If you want your child to learn the alphabet or their numbers, pick a different method of teaching them. Initially, I gave these games a 4 and 4.5 out of 10 respectively as a meme, but after writing this video I'm changing that now because screw these games. I gave Elmo's Letter Adventure a 0 out of 10 for enjoyability and Elmo's Number Journey a 0.5 out of 10 for enjoyability. The tricks on the snowboard were cool, and I gave both games a 0 out of 10 for difficulty. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Have a sneak peek at the next game. There are 290 games on the list. A few are intentionally left off. Ugh. Let's hope game 100 is a good one. 3, 2, 1, go! 235! What is that? We are playing Sin and Punishment, which is a Japanese game. I don't know what it is. Alright, it has been decided. But yeah, if you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a like. It helps the channel a lot. And if you like this series, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one.